Yesterday I had a big meeting at the company, and I have some things I'd like to say about that. Do you have time to spare today? I know this is a difficult period for you, but I want to tell you about it. Alright, let's go! Horror rank 10! Thank you. In that case, let's meet at LeBlanc. Wait, actually, hang on, I didn't get vegetables. Whatever, it's fine, it's fine. Missed the day of vegetables, it's okay. This is such a profoundly bold... Oh, right, it's voiced. It's a rank 10 scene. Of course, of course, of course.
I heard you've been getting into the roasting scene, little lady.
Yes, I often have the urge to drink a fresh cup of your coffee.
That near brings a tear to my eye. Well, I'm heading home now. Close up shop for me, will you?
Sure thing, boss.
I was finally able to convey my feelings during the company meeting. Not just about the new chain, but about the future of the company. And even about Father.
That must have been a
whole... My presence
whole
angered some people at first.
enchilada, yeah.
But in the end, they all listened to my thoughts.
Good for you. Awesome.
All that nervousness was exhausting. I've had diplomatic dealings with VIPs before, but I've never once spoken my true feelings. That aside, after talking with management, I've decided to let them handle Okumura Foods.
Okay.
It's simply not something I would have been able to supervise on my own. And
Sure.
after their sincere acceptance of the public's criticism, I felt it was okay to trust them.
Alright, alright. Trust in the corporation. Bold move, but okay.
As for my future goals, I'm interested in opening a small private
Oh,
cafe.
sure.
Everything will be homegrown. From the coffee to the salad, I want to set my own standards.
Yeah, that'll be
It'll
awesome.
A shop that people love, like grandfather's. And like this place. What do you think? I'll keep at it so I can improve. Truth be told, I don't plan on opening the shop immediately after I graduate. I'll need to study and improve my knowledge beforehand. After all, right now it's only a hobby.
That's a good
Perhaps
point.
I should apprentice here at LeBlanc in the meantime.
Oh, yeah.
The coffee I had after spending the night crying. Its warmth permeated through my body.
Wait.
I hope to open a store where others can feel that warmth.
Was that because of the whole situation with your dad dying? Or was that because of the whole us was that us rejecting you in your house? And is that something the game actually intended to be that? Like, is that line different if you don't reject her? Well, I guess this is the scene where you reject her, because otherwise it'd probably be different. You wouldn't be in LeBlanc. Oh, shit.
Oh, boy.
Either way, I think this dream of mine will be no easy feat. But I somehow managed to tackle my childhood dream of becoming a heroine of justice. If I act with resolve and believe in my actions, I know I'll be able to achieve anything.
Okay.
I'm so glad I met you. At first, it was nice having someone that understands me. But now, it's much more. There may be times where people resent me for it. But as long as you're here, I'll be okay.
Awesome.
You know, I'd like to return the favor. If you ever find yourself in trouble, I'll be there for you. Feel free to rely on me from now on. I have the strength to help you. I can sense it.
Awesome. All right, persona upgrade, let's see it.
I am thou, thou art I. Thou hast turned a vow into a blood oath. Thy bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break the yoke of thy heart. Thou hast awakened the ultimate secret of the Empress, granting thee infinite power.
Okay. Transforms persona into a mythological trickster.
All right.
Can now fuse Mother Harlot, the most powerful persona of the Empress Arcana. Alright, what's her persona turn into? Oh my god!
I feel as though I've been reborn. This is my new power.
What the fuck?
All right.
Haru's persona, Milady, has transformed into Astarte. But, I mean, goddamn. Like, holy shit.
When I open my cafe, I'll let you be my first customer.
Yeah, thanks.
I can't wait.
Have the whole
My,
crew
look
over.
At the time. We've been speaking for quite a while. I should be going now.
Okay.
Take care.
Taru to the station. It's election day. The day is upon us. Unfortunately, public opinion hasn't changed at all. Shido will most likely win in a landslide victory. It seems his change of heart will be coming too late. We'll just have to see what happens. We've done all we can. That reminds me, the videos of us declaring war against him never showed up on TV. Seriously? I was wondering about that, but it'd totally be all over the internet. The TV stations were probably pressured not to show it. Most likely. I think that's something Shido's influence alone could have accomplished. The true cause of this might exist elsewhere. Oh, I don't think that's something Shido's influence alone could have accomplished. I don't know that I really get it, but all we can do now is wait for the change of heart, yeah? Yep. Let's wait for the election results as well. Okay. And the problem is if he announces things after the votes are in, hopefully he'd get kicked out. But the votes are already in, you know? I guess if he actually had a change of heart, he could, like, abdicate. We're reporting live from the National Diet Building. According to exit polls, voter turnout was unusually high. Mr. Shido has garnered overwhelming support, and it is said that his position is guaranteed. It's almost time for Mr. Shido's policies to become a reality. Okay.
My election is the result of every citizen's aid. Your support warms my heart.
I knew it was gonna be Shido.
Oh, and then he says it here.
There is no reason to hold an election.
Oh,
That
shit.
is why.
That is exactly why. I cannot forgive myself.
Okay.
The reason President Okumura passed away is... I am the one who killed him.
Oh, shit. I love it. So, this also might have been how he saved his own life, at least until now, because there's absolutely the possibility that other people would think we need to kill him, or whatever, or he wouldn't have gotten the opportunity to do this or something. But he might have played the part of, no, I didn't have a change of heart. I'm okay. I'm okay. I can still do this. You know, something like that, right? And then it's the, nah, I have to tell everybody, you know? Have his team ready to Swiss cheese him the second the camera turns off. Well, the thing is, now that he's started talking, the cat's kind of out of the bag, right? Now it's figure out your exit strategy. He was immediately remorseful, but I guess he could still be deceitful enough for the greater good. Yeah, exactly. Given how he is as a person, even with his distorted desires, I could totally see him being the kind of person that would do that, you know?
I also manipulated the information that the Phantom Thieves were behind the series of incidents. The one who controlled the hearts of others and gave rise to the countless victims is myself. It was all for my own promotion.
Actually, no, never mind. Nah, he's getting
My
Swiss
own
cheesed, maybe even
self-esteem.
on camera. Because this is just an Epstein Files situation. He's gonna have so many names, like holy shit. It would look even worse if he suddenly died after this. But ideally, he passes a list of conspirators on first. Well, and that's where I think people might just be like, because, you know, obviously with, you know, like the whole Epstein thing, everyone knows what happened. But the thing is, people don't know who did it. You know, they still don't necessarily know the list and all that stuff. He's about to list off who was on the island. Yeah, basically. Akechi, can you be a bodyguard here? That would be great.
What's going on?
I've even used people's lives as stepping stones in order to claim this country as my own ship.
We'll never know the list, though, at this point. Yeah, basically.
I am a true criminal that can be tried for any crime, and it still wouldn't be enough.
That's a good point. Yeah, Akechi being the bodyguard, because he's like, no, I get to kill him. No one else.
I will confess everything. Please. I beg everyone to pass judgment on me. I could atone for all I've done with my life. I request that I be judged at once.
Just like that. Okay. Yep.
Huh?
Uh-huh. And because it was a whole celebration speech and everything, every news station was sending this footage.
This can't be true! Shido-san!
Hell yeah!
Yeah!
Everyone, raise your glass.
Ketchy comes out from off screen, stabs him, "Sup, bitches, I'm not dead." That would be great. He was just joking, obviously. Yeah.
Allow me to say a few words. Now then,
He started taking charge.
Come now, don't be that way.
if you're gonna complain, say it to Shido. A legislator's pin's worth almost nothing. Well then, so since the source of evil Masayoshi Shido has been...
I got to avenge my mom. It's all
Yep.
thanks to everyone.
Yeah, because even if Akechi was the one who did it, Shido was the one who gave the order.
I was able to settle a debt in regard to my father as well.
Mm-hmm.
We all worked so hard for this.
Shido's guilty, right, sis?
It'll be difficult to prosecute him immediately. But I'll do this thoroughly until the causality between his other crimes can be proven.
Nice.
I believe Wakaba-san's research results will save Japan.
We could testify too, you know?
Sure.
Thank you, but I'll be fine. I don't want to add any more
Yeah.
unwanted suspicions.
And we would
on anyone.
absolutely get vengeful accomplices coming after us.
It's about time you let us adults prove that we can get our act together.
Yeah, there we go.
Hey, so what about this guy's education?
I believe it'll be fine for him to return to school. It's true that your face will be recognized among those involved, but I doubt they'll take a firm action like suddenly coming to arrest him.
That'd be pretty dumb.
At least they won't do it until the uproar with your suicide and Shido's confession have died down. Eventually, though, the situation where you and I will be used as scapegoats can't be avoided.
Oh shit, this might still end with Joker in jail.
You mean in regard to faking his death?
Oh, her and Sojiro, gotcha.
That wouldn't have happened to begin with had the police done their job properly.
Done their job properly doesn't even cover it. They were literally going in to kill him.
Of course, I plan on doing everything I can. I will protect you all this time. Prosecuting Shido is that first step.
Awesome. Oh, and this is cool.
Hey, when are we going to make the toast?
She still gets her crazy big scope case that she can do to make a name for herself as the prosecutor. So she still gets the thing that she wanted. Police shifting the blame for their corruption? No!
Right. Let's get to it. Today is truly...
Cheers!
Yeah.
No, wait, hey!
Cheers.
That was cute. That's real cute.
I need to go. It seems Shido's been transferred to a hospital. Oh, one more thing. It's fine to celebrate, but keep it in moderation, okay? Considering that he's finally back, all of you need to take your education seriously again.
Right. Yeah. I saw the conference, but something's not right. It's like nobody's reacting to it. There hasn't been any kind of movement on the forum either. Even the people on TV are just talking about the election. Nothing about the Phantom Thieves. Oh shit. The media is now basically just smothering it. Yeah, hospital for what? Yeah, physical hospital, mental hospital? Yeah. Isn't that kind of weird? Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, right? Well, it makes sense, but support for the Phantom Thieves didn't even increase after they made their announcement. Anyway, maybe I'll try changing the poll question. Because people don't want to believe it. That reminds me of something. Huh, yeah. It'd be odd asking people if they support the Phantom Thieves now that so much has changed. Alright, I'll find out what people really think. Just wait.
really get it. What's he going to ask? Well, let's leave the popularity stuff to Mishima for now.
Today's election was a success. Well, overall, Shido's new party won by a landslide. However, there are some who support my arguments. The world isn't all bad. Without you, none of this would have been possible. Thank you. The true battle is about to begin. Let's both work hard. Awesome. But yeah, that whole election thing still happened. And just because Shido was the sort of the poster child of the new, governmental organization and all that stuff, the organization is still dominant now. Phantom Thieves claim victory. The evil is defeated. Credits roll. Oop, forgot to take pictures. I have a photo of Ryuji crying. Oh, what the hell? When did you take that? About halfway through your tearful speech of gratitude to fuck. Don't gotta tell the whole damn chat. Oh, but I think it's perfectly understandable. This was a very emotional moment. It sure was. We can't totally relax yet, but it's great to know we did it, right? Yes. For now, we can just bask in that feeling of success. Okay.
The case is finally closed. There are no shackles on you anymore. We changed the heart of someone huge, like the next Prime Minister. There's no better finale than that. This may be the opportune time to end our deal.
Is this where we actually get rank 10?
You can manage without me being with you.
You're who helped us defeat death. Well, not the first time, but you are the one that helped us solidly spank death.
Don't worry, I won't leave immediately. But if I just stay here, I won't recall anything.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. We're not stopping. We're keeping going.
Here I am. Still haven't found anything about myself. If only I could find out what's in the depths of mementos.
I mean, we can still go into mementos, my dude.
Let's go to sleep. You must be tired.
Okay, but you're lying in my spot of the bed.
I can't believe even Shido-san had a change of heart triggered in him.
Yeah, okay, let's see it.
We got where we are today because we had him take care of whoever got in our way. If a case is assembled against him, everything about us will be exposed too. What are we supposed to do?
That's precisely why we've gathered to discuss our options.
And then the camera pans over to Akechi sitting in a sofa.
Prosecutor Nijima is serious about taking Shido-san to court, right?
Isn't she under your command? You have to do something!
Yes, I'm aware. But even if we prevent her from doing so, what about the public? Shido-san's conduct was shameful.
I love how many voices Taliesin has in this game.
We'll just have to continue his policies for a rich country.
A rich country?
You mean that plan of advancing foreign affairs by controlling people's hearts?
Oh shit.
After all, the research on it should be proceeding along.
Oh shit.
We'll push that plan forward and continue eliminating any who get in our way by using that world.
All right, but the person that we had that would do that stuff for us is gone, so...
We'll pledge to build a powerful country. We ourselves will meet the expectations we had of Shido-san.
We'll make Japan great again.
A powerful country, huh? I see.
But even if we do pick up where he left off, would his other associates keep quiet about it?
That's true.
We should be fine in that regard. Anyone who Shido-san aided would feel that their life is at stake after watching that conference.
Right.
Just as we are now.
At any rate, it seems we must first stop that case from being assembled, no matter the cost.
How do we control public opinion?
Thankfully, support for Shido-san still exists. Masayoshi Shido was a hero who fell before achieving his goals.
God.
And we will carry his torch.
Ugh. I hate it, and... Because nobody cares about the truth.
That's what we'll announce to the mass media.
Oh my god, and people will eat it up. I killed so many people. He's misunderstood. He's tragic if you think about it.
Considering the public's panic after losing their leader, they may latch onto that immediately.
But if the general public becomes our enemy, we're done for.
That means there's no turning back. Well then, leave Nijima to my group. Can we rely on yours in regards to Shido-san?
Oh, to just have him have an unfortunate accident in the hospital? Kill one person, you're a murderer. If you kill 10, you're a monster. If you kill 1,000, you're a hero. Yeah. Or if you kill one person's death is a tragedy, 1,000,000 is a statistic.
We'll make it so that he requires a psychiatric evaluation.
Everyone, we're in the same boat. You had best not forget.
Sure, they could basically try and frame it as a, well, no, that wouldn't hold up to scrutiny. Because, I get that they could, use it as enough of a, counter argument so that way people would be they'd be too distracted to know what the real truth is, and then they could dodge the bullet that way, which, let's be real, is very accurate to real life, right? There's still the issue that all the previous cases of the Phantom Thieves are very easily and have already been proven to be true. Like, the bad things that people did, they can tell, right? So even if you were able to make it so that Shido, it's like, oh, he was just saying bullshit, and you weren't able to bring up all the cases against him. Ah, yes, the political leader being mentally unqualified to be held responsible for their words is totally someone that should be kept in office. I don't think they're planning for him to be kept in office. I think it's just keep the general opinion of the public galvanized, and then it's we'll be waiting to see if Shido can recover or something like that, and he never does, Do the Phantom Thieves really exist? That's what the question is now. Huh. So we're going back to school today. How does it feel? It was time away from my girlfriend. I see. I find it surprising to hear that you missed school. Oh, this is no time to be chatting. You can't be late on the first day back. Now get to school. It's fucked up. Someone do something. Shido, he said some strange stuff. Why this even now? This country's done for. The government would be in trouble if Shido-san collapsed now. Thought we could count on him. Here's about the election. What's going to happen? Should have known better. Okay. Weird how 95% of people think they're guilty, but only 9% think they're real. Yeah, that is kind of silly. You see Shido's press conference? Seemed like the Phantom Thieves changed his heart, if you ask me. Can't believe he turned out to be a criminal. But didn't the leader of the Phantom Thieves commit suicide? That comeback video posted online right before the election. It's real?
I don't get it!
I don't know what's going on anymore. Opinions are all over the place. What's this mean for the election? This country's in trouble. We have no prime minister. It happened so suddenly. Can't blame anyone for being confused. Yeah. That's really, I think what that is that's a fan site engagement problem. Although I guess no, because it's not people of the fan site that vote yes, it's people voting yes versus no. Yeah, that's odd. Okay, that's all for today. This will be my last class for the year. This year's already ending, huh? So much has happened that it's like, where did all the time go? Oh, but it's not over for you yet. You still have finals for 3 days from tomorrow to the 22nd. I'm sure you already knew that though, right? There's no way you haven't started studying yet. They're coming, whether you like it or not. Well, good luck.
Man.
It's the first thing we get after coming to school for the first time in a while. You've been studying? Not a bit. Shido spilled the beans at that conference, right? Why isn't it making any news? Is it because he's a politician? I have no doubt that political connections are involved. The thing is, that'd have to be some really powerful news people. Well, no, because rules are different in Japan. Laws are different in Japan. Because of the whole, defamation stuff and all that, that could be used to leverage people's silence. Whereas, in the US, even if you got the big news stations to not cover it, which, granted, would do plenty of damage, there'd still be all the shit online. There'd still be all the other people who'd be like, yeah, okay, that makes it even weirder, I have no doubt that political connections are involved. That theoretically shouldn't have an impact on the news. What about all the people who saw him on TV? They had to see that. Everyone should have heard him say all that heavy stuff, right? Right. What happened can't be kept secret. It'll be apparent soon. Makoto's sister is working on a case, too. I'm sure we'll see the results of that if we just wait patiently. Let's assume so. More importantly, we have exams coming up. I think they may have come at a good time. We've really gone through a lot lately. Everyone must be tired. And the best thing to do when you're tired is to have important exams. It certainly was a good deal of trouble. Exams are more tiring than any shit we've been doing. Good luck, you guys.
Sorry that I failed to mention your exams. I was busy dealing with some of Shido's cronies.
No, that's fair.
Well, you are students, so it's only fitting you're doing a study group.
You're gonna bring us some snacks now and then, right?
You don't even have exams.
Study group!
Pardon the intrusion.
Oh, glad to see you all. Don't mind me. Make yourselves at home.
You're too kind. We'll take you up on that offer.
Why did you bring me here? My school's exams are already over.
We need the whole group
Come on,
here.
Don't be so cold. You saying it's fine if I fail?
Nothing wrong with that.
Won't the results be the same whether you study or not?
Damn.
Now, you guys. Just think of it as helping me out.
I don't know about this.
This is all just to get On's grades up?
I'm just going to focus on sections that may likely be on the test. You're way too short on time.
Right.
Making a gamble, huh?
If she's wrong, we die.
I don't want to die.
Is it really that bad?
It's pretty bad.
This is every day for them.
This affects you too. Well,
Nah.
with your grades, I'm not too worried. But you've missed a lot of classes, so it couldn't hurt to study.
That being said, Kawakami really seems to like you, so that's one class you probably don't have to worry too much for.
Oh yeah, he's good at studying. I feel kind of betrayed.
Betrayed might be a bit much.
Don't worry, Lady Ann. Even if you're not great at studying, I'll... Now then, let's get to it. What do you want me to teach you?
Mona could be our cheat tool and be like, hey, Fuck's doing great. Maybe I should be with Lady Ann this time. Yeah.
Japanese, huh? Wait, what did we study again? Oh, crows! How'd it go again? Crows are black, so...
Did we study that?
It's Japanese class, so they were probably talking about kanji.
Morgana could, in theory, read the answers aloud from the desk. Sure.
The kanji for crow is the same as bird, but it's missing the line that represents the eye. That's because a crow's eyes are the same color as its feathers, so you can't see them at a glance.
Whoa, you were able to remember that much just from what An said?
How about taking a break?
Although, Futaba, I feel like you'd be the one to be least surprised by that, because you have a cracked memory, too.
Sounds good to me. I can't do any more. So, like, we've been doing Phantom Thief work all this time, right?
Mm-hmm.
We learned a bunch doing that.
Yeah.
Even if we study and learn what we
Good
can in
points,
school,
Louie.
doesn't it feel kind of pointless? Right? I think I stumbled onto something pretty good.
It's still something you need to do, though.
Those sorts of experiences are important too, but common sense is just as important. You should know better than anyone how nasty adults without common sense can be.
Yup.
That's a great point.
Someday you'll graduate high school and become adults. Then, when you get married, you'll need common sense more than ever.
Marriage, huh? Do you want to get married?
You bet I do.
Well, that won't be for a while.
I don't know, my 18th birthday's coming up.
In the meantime, I'm more concerned with what I'm going to be eating tomorrow.
Yeah, we really need to just give you some money, Yusuke.
Oh, cut it out, man. You're making me hungry. Well, I guess we just gotta get back to studying.
Seen as a different reaction from the girls if you dated any of them? Oh, of course, I can imagine, yeah.
That concludes the last subject.
I really like to think that when you're not dating any of the girls and stuff, but they all had crushes on you and everything, it then becomes like this whole mystery where they're like, they even have like a group chat going and they're like, who the fuck is fuck dating? Like, it's not you. No, it's not you. Yeah, no, it's none of us. Who? Because clearly he's dating somebody. We can tell.
That took so long.
We covered all the difficult parts, so you should probably be fine.
Wait, yeah, Caleb, since you were dating all the girls, when you got to this scene with the whole question about marriage, did it suddenly turn into like that Stardust moment where they're wondering like who got poisoned and who, did the poisoning? And they're all just looking at each other suspiciously. Who the fuck is fucking? Yeah. I saw lipstick on fuck's cheek the other morning. He definitely had someone overnight. Yeah.
Good work, everyone.
See? You can do it if you try.
And then it becomes something where in the group chat of the girls trying to figure it out, they're like, so Futaba, you like bugged LeBlanc, right? Yeah. So like theoretically you could check to see what the fuck's doing and who's over. Yeah. But like, I don't know what I'll find if I do that. Ooh, good point. Like, and then it just becomes this whole like, but you could.
We're finally done. Only God, only knows. How's that saying go again?
God only knows.
Ryuji's hopeless.
What did you say?
Well, whatever happens, happens. Isn't it about time you wrapped it up?
She has canonically bugged the camera on Joker's phone. That's true. If there's Kawakami nudes that Joker took, Futaba has access to them.
Sucks that you have to do exams even after changing Shido's heart and saving the country.
It's rough being a human.
Yep.
But looking at you, I feel kind of jealous of humans.
But you aren't thinking of yourself as one.
Hey.
How's school treating you now that you're back? I'm sure, now that you don't have to hide anymore. Doesn't seem like there are cameras at LeBlanc based on that time Futaba's uncle tried to punch her and threatened to sue us and we were actually worried. Good point, Ziggy. Very good point. Yeah, so they don't have footage of Kawakami. Futaba's just like, yeah, there's this lady that come in and, says, like, she calls him master and stuff. Oh my god. Now, of course, this is going off of a specific romance possibility, right? And so I know that the Persona 5, the animation, apparently isn't good. But I would need this. This would be so good. You have the classic people go to spy on the other person while they're going on a date, right? Or while they're going on something that could be a date but might not be. And all the girls get together because they're like, we have heard the voice of this person, but that's it. And so they all stake out LeBlanc. And they're all like, okay, this is usually when he calls them and they come over. Yeah, exactly. And they're like, wait, but is this just a maid or is this like, we need Operation Maid Watch sequel? Oh yeah, from the girls' POV, 100%. And then they're like, wait a minute, she came over and she made curry. And then she left. And it looks like she's looking at some papers. Writing something down. Maybe she has a day job. Yeah, maybe. A lot of papers. Huh. Yeah, we can't see anything from here. Really? Okay, so just curry and... Maybe it's nothing. And they're like, oh no, but I don't know. And secretly, Joker is aware of them, Okay, write that down. Yeah. How goes the case preparations against Shido? I don't know. I haven't been able to see my sister. Is she okay? I'm sure she is, and I'm sure she'll get the job done. That's right. I mean, she's a pretty talented prosecutor. All we can do now is keep an eye on what happens next. Oh my god, but the interim SIU guy, he'll use the fact that she was connected to the whole Joker thing to try and use that to get her off of it. That is a lot of paperwork. Is Falcon dating a lawyer? And then Makoto starts catastrophizing. Yeah, that'd be amazing. She's like, just the airplane sweating gif, you know? Sis, you've been to LeBlanc before, right? Like, Futaba, we put the bug on my sister's computer. Do you still have access to the data? No, she found the breach and she got rid of it. Damn it. Okay, I feel like the big thing that they're not acknowledging here is the internet. Cause like 2016, the internet was still a whole enchilada. Like, maybe it's not as much of a thing in Japan, I don't know. But like, this kind of shit, it would be all over online. Too much info from both sides and you don't know what's real anymore. Right, but like, his confession would absolutely be cycling around, you know? But to be fair, it'd start being cycled around by one group specifically, and then people, because they don't like that other group, they'd be like, no, let's ignore it, even though it's literal video evidence of the person being like, I did all of this stuff. That's true, people would be memeing it to no end. Oh yeah, absolutely. And especially with all the stuff that the Phantom Thieves have been doing, the Phantom Thieves would have, even if people didn't like them, they would absolutely have a huge influence base, basically. There also some cope mixed in, because just a moment ago they were like, our country's kind of shit right now, this guy's our only hope, and then it turns out he's a piece of shit, and you're like, well, what now? Yeah.
It's exams. We're the heroes who saved this country, right? Can't we be exempt from exams? And is it just me, or do we not have as big a sense of accomplishment as I thought?
And the thing is, I guess it feels like there would be a lot of people, even if it was just online, because they're like, you know, they would be responding to it in an intense way, even if maybe everyone else that's wanting to sort of cope and pretend would drown it out, you know? Sort of smother it.
That's it! People are so doubtful even after the press conference. He hasn't been arrested, so I guess that's expected. We just gotta leave it to Makoto's sister now. Man, I wish exams would magically disappear by the time we get to school.
Oh, Senpai!
Oh, hi.
And good morning to you. It's been quite a while since we last met at school like this. Thank you for your efforts in changing Representative Shido's heart. Oh, if anything, you're the one deserving all of the thanks, Senpai. We should go somewhere to celebrate.
Sure. And this is where we get Social Link 6?
Let's say we go pay our first respects to the shrine. A new year's about to begin and all.
Alright.
But I suppose we ought to deal with exams first. I'll be in touch afterwards. Please excuse me.
All right, let's begin.
Today's the first day of finals. You may begin. Choose the graph which is named after the Chinese yo-yo known as Diabolo. B is a mathematical thing. But that's what I was thinking of, but this feels like, yeah. This feels like the one that would be the least, like, most likely that you don't expect, but it's obviously not this one, but like...
That doesn't look like
God damn it, no! Yeah, it was D. This looks tough, but let's calm down and think it through. Score first place in this exam, you need to answer every question correctly. Explain why the infamous thief Nezumi Kozo had makeup applied to him before his execution. Really famous thief in the Edo period, right? How much money did he steal in the end? That's right, but he was caught in the end. As a result, he was sentenced to... Right. He was paraded around town and then had his head displayed. It sounds harsh, but it had a certain significance back then, right? Criminals, especially famous criminals, were mostly paraded around for... racing them. That's funny. People wouldn't have been happy if he looked shabby for his death. Things were brutal back then. Even condemned criminals had to be prettied up for a crowd. So the reason Nezumi Kozo had makeup was to appease the people.
Yep.
Finished in time.
Time's up.
Hello, Senpai. I couldn't really say much out loud at school, but I just wanted to let you know again that I'm glad you're safe. you remember the promise we made on the roof? Really? I was so happy this morning I invited you without really thinking. But it looks like we can make good on that promise by visiting the shrine. Thank you for coming back okay. You don't have to apologize. I just wish I could have done more to help. As soon as exams are over, I'll be going to a local training camp. Honestly, I wasn't sure I should go. After all, you were going through so much. But now I don't have to worry. I can finally focus on my training. Sorry to bother you when we're busy with exams. Talk to you later. Sounds like Yoshizawa was really worried. Just wish we could get the general public to change their minds about us too. Another day of tests. We finally defeated Shido, but we still have finals. Aren't these battles one after the other tough? It is.
Seriously?
How behind are you? Handle your exams like you do your changes of heart. Okay, that's fair. I don't handle my exams nearly to the same degree as I handle my changes of heart. Like, we made sure that Shido was a face roll. Like, we were toying with the man. But this, yeah, fair. Shido was way worse than this. Tomorrow's the final day of exams. Well, let's do our best, I guess. Oh, Takamaki-senpai, and you, senpai.
Good morning.
What a coincidence. Good morning. Morning. I just ran into Fuck too. How are exams treating you, Yoshizawa-san? You seem awfully busy with practice lately.
Yes.
Oh, it's going wonderfully. Practice, that is. Not as much the exam part. I passed out while studying last night. Me too. Let's see if we can do better than that today.
Yes.
Yes, I should see how much I can cram last minute on the commute.
Now everyone.
Which suit of cards represents the Holy Grail? I don't think it's diamonds. I don't think it'd be hearts either. No, it'd be... Spades is an arrow, is the thing. I'm gonna say clubs.
That doesn't look like it'll work.
I'm bombing this exam. Well, according to Japanese judicial law, what is possible for even an infant to do in court? Attend.
Ooh,
That sounds about right. No, I did get taught all of those things. I just forgot what they were. What happened to Shido? Has anyone seen him since the press conference? It's almost like he's been disappeared.
Shucks.
I had high hopes for him. It's unacceptable for Japan to be without a prime minister. More unacceptable than having one who's like a mass murderer. He steps back up to lead this country. Yes, honestly, there's no one more qualified than Shido.
Hey!
Is everyone out of their minds? How can they still trust Shido? I like, though, if we had to go without a president, could we? Sure. I mean, probably. I don't know how well it would go, and we wouldn't want that to happen for long, but, like, we've had times when the government shut down because, like, they can't agree on, like, funding and all that stuff. I feel like it'd basically be like that. But I like how this feels like a similar situation to the fog getting worse in P4, you know? Where it's like, wait, is everyone going kind of crazy? What's going on? All that stuff. When your world leader doesn't lead, it already feels like that.
Exams. Are things going well for you? I'm doing the same as usual. Well, no problems. I'm all right with it, but my sister hasn't come home these past few days.
You need to file a missing persons report.
I think she has a lot on her plate with building a case against
Oh my
Shido.
god. No, didn't we talk about this, that, like, we need to be worried about backlash? Your sister is probably in actual physical danger. Hell, they might have just arrested her or something.
He has connections to powerful people. I'm sure they want him cleared to save their own skins.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, you remember all those people that, like, tried to kill us and, like, arrested Sojiro and, you know, like, all of those crazy things? Like,
Still, Shido confessed already. That is an indisputable fact. And it's my sister. She'll see it through, I'm sure.
damn, what if Sai was dead? I don't think she'd do it. I don't think they do that, though. No, she's with Akechi. That's where she is. See, Akechi was like, you need to hide. Shit's gonna get bad. She just went with Akechi upstate.
With that said, now isn't
We should
the
have
time
taken a
for
ship's
us to
manifest
slack
and
off
gotten busy
either.
cleaning house. Yeah.
Do you remember what the exams will cover? I'll check on the train for you.
Let's get started.
Yeah, living happily on a farm. Yep. The more chaos we can sow among Shido's compatriots, the less energy and focus they have to damage control. That's a good point, yeah. Get them to turn against each other and be thinking for their own skin. Yeah. Like it or not, everything ends today. Now you may begin. Hey, we didn't learn this in class. What country refers to a person who controls politics behind the scenes as a prime minister in black? We didn't pick social studies. Feel like it's... Yeah, prime minister takes out the USA. In France, I think France has a president. I feel like it's probably Japan, but it could be Great Britain. It'd be weird for them to say what country if it is Japan, so I'm gonna do Great Britain.
That doesn't look like it'll
It was
work.
Japan. Damn it. We didn't learn this one either. Japanese word dokyu translates to massive. What English word inspired the initial do in dokyu? Dominance, dreadnought, dreadlock. Two of these don't have do in them.
That doesn't look like it'll work.
What? Today's the last day of exams, huh? Seen all these before, you got this right?
Nice!
Well. Okay. What do we got? Something's not right. The Phantom Aficionado website isn't busy at all. This doesn't make sense. It's like they blocked the domain or something. People just can't get to it. I mean, Masayoshi Shido got taken down. Although I guess if they're also blocking the news of it, then that would have an indirect effect. People should be posting comments left and right about this. The silence makes no sense at all. Is it because it hasn't made the news? It's so obvious the Phantom Thieves are responsible, though. Interesting. News talking about how Shido won by a landslide. Okay.
There, they announced the poor health of their leader, Masayoshi Shido.
I'll bet they did.
As such, the special diet session was postponed, along with Shido's inauguration as Prime Minister.
Postponed?
They should be firing him!
And wait, poor health?
This is completely different from what my sister told us.
I heard he barely slept during the election campaign. I don't blame him.
He's not going to step down now, is he? Will this country be fine without Shido?
This hits too hard right now.
How can people still believe
Let's
in
be
him?
real, it has for a long time now. Like, this game came out at the perfect time.
What the heck? The Phantom Thieves are being treated like, well, like they never existed.
What? See, we really need to pay more attention to what bullshit Mishima puts up on the website. Because the whole, do the Phantom Thieves exist? It's like, what? That's such a weird question to put on there, you know? Like, it makes zero sense to actually ask that. Mishima's actually been the big bad this whole time.
Goodness.
Yeah, fake news, yeah. Oh my god.
No link among the change of heart incidents. Only coincidental psychiatric disorders.
Holy shit.
The Phantom Thieves only
Here's the
use
original
those
question
rumors
too.
to their advantage.
Correct, but that makes way less sense after, like all this, like the whole, media takeover and all that stuff, because again, this is one of those things where, I feel like the internet isn't being given enough credit. I get that the news is totally being shut down, but you would not be able to stop the internet from doing its thing. It's not possible. That's why legislation hasn't been able to follow up with it. Even if you weren't caring about legislation, you were just trying to, we had a super public broadcast. Yeah, exactly. And even if that's not being I get news stations not, whatever, making things kept quiet, but
This is preposterous.
it'd be all over the
Believe
internet.
such things.
But the person saying this is a famous researcher. And even the ministry is saying that's how they determined the situation too.
Oh my god.
When's Shido gonna make a comeback? Honestly, I don't think anyone else but Shido can handle times like these.
Full gaslight, yeah. It's just like the whole world's going crazy.
What's going on? No matter how you look at it, this isn't normal. Yeah, it's as if the people in reality have become distorted.
The final boss is in the depths of Mementos, maybe?
What's happening here worries me.
Yeah, what does Mementos look like? Ooh. Actually, things could get really wild, because Mementos has been built up as this whole thing. But if Mementos is actually the final palace, and we need to basically go fix the distorted desires of everybody who's wanting to just, nope, hide, don't see it, don't, pretend it doesn't exist. Yeah, not a hint of reality here. Yep. And then the new layer of Mementos gets unlocked right after this, you know? Why do I have a feeling we have a god to kill next? Basically.
But the only thing we can do right now is wait and see what happens.
Morkan is the palace ruler. Jar Jar Binks is the real villain.
What do you mean I can't question him at this point?
Mr. Shido is in an extremely unstable state. I can't allow you to get in contact with him. He may officially have to undergo a psychiatric evaluation at this rate.
We are at the cusp of making a case. Do you know how much trouble we've gone through to get this far?
I'm just doing my job as a doctor.
Even if Shido was behind it, do you plan on convicting a central figure behind such a historical change?
Yes.
What? Don't be ridiculous. This is a country governed by law.
At least in theory.
You still want to protect him even though you know what happened to the man previously at your post.
Yeah, like...
So, you plan on taking the head of the nation to court?
But he can do no wrong, right? He's our king, our leader.
You need to take a break, Nijima. I'm taking you off this case, especially since it's rumored you have ties to the Phantom Thieves.
What?
If I recall correctly, you still aren't married, are you?
What? What? The fact that this feels so dumb from a writing standpoint, I feel like means it has to be like specific societal commentary.
You'll be on leave for a long time. Why not look for a husband while you're at it?
The assembly of Shido's case is in danger?
We know he doesn't need a psychiatric evaluation!
Okay.
His lackeys must have pressured the others around him.
There's a difference between like person in power that's evil and is going to say something because it's effectively the fuck you, I can do what I want, and I'm just, fucking you over here. But still the wrapping that they decide to put on it, that has nothing to do with morality, right? That's their own assessment of what's the best thing to do.
It means there's far more people who'd be in trouble if the truth came out than we imagined.
Isn't there anything we can do?
Go into Mementos, riot gun.
Sis said the assembly of a case may be possible if the general public wants Shido held accountable.
Yeah. So
even that
Mementos
chance has been destroyed with the manipulation of the mass media.
You gotta do Mementos is where it's at now.
They made it clear that the argument itself was a cult, even claiming that it never happened.
Wow.
As a result, the Phantom Thieves are still labeled as criminals, even after all that's happened.
It's a storm of criticisms online, too. People are saying to catch the remnants and execute them.
Okay, so most of those are definitely fakes.
This is crazy.
At any rate, let's wait
that
for my
or people
sister.
that are in on it.
She should be arriving here soon.
Everyone's being tricked so easily. Why the hell did we risk our lives then?
If Shido isn't judged by the law, everything we've done will be treated as if it never happened.
Well, so now so we go after other people in this situation. And this is where like it would maybe get into TDM with regards to the game, right? But if we're the Phantom Thieves at this point, unless we think of doing some crazy Mementos thing, then it's just so now we go after other people that are clearly involved in this, right? One at a time. And just Nekechi's death would be in vain as well? Oh, shit.
Moving the entire country however they wish by controlling people's cognition?
And they don't even need to do it through...
This is no different than being inside a palace.
Yeah. Oh, wait, no, but they did say they had ways to do that. So maybe it's they do it with the mass media while they're doing stuff behind the scenes. And if they're doing stuff behind the scenes and they don't have Akechi anymore, then they're probably not doing it through individual palaces or whatever. They're definitely doing it in Mementos.
I'm sorry.
Akechi's idea of justice is starting to make a bit more sense now. Fuck changing hearts, let's start clapping some fools. Yeah.
I gathered the best of the best and fought for a case. But as Makoto must have told you, it was denied. At this rate, it won't end with just Shido's innocence. This trend will continue spiraling down. There's even the possibility that crimes using the metaverse will advance onto a national scale.
Mm-hmm. Definitely on that vigilante justice slippery slope. Oh, for sure. For sure.
But that's not what I'm here to tell you. We're in danger because we know the truth.
Right.
It's only a matter of time before we're apprehended. It wouldn't be odd if they were to charge in now.
Mm-hmm. We need to disappear.
This makes no effing sense!
But there is this small town called Inaba. Let's hide out there.
Sis! There's nothing more I can do with my resources. That's why I want to ask for your help.
Awesome, yeah.
I wondered if there was any way you could do something one last time. I know that I'm in no position to ask this of you.
That doesn't matter to us. So what are we gonna do? Should we change the hearts of all Shido's followers?
We need to change the heart of the public.
Even if Futaba were to research all of them, it'd take time.
Yeah, and they'd be able to take us out before that happens, and especially if they realize that we're still targeting them one by one. And if they have this much of a grip on public perception, it won't matter if we start every 2 weeks taking out one more person and then they have to, like, quietly kill them or whatever. This is hitting mass hysteria, basically.
There's too little information.
We can only target individuals. Are we no match against the national power?
Mementos.
Yep.
If we use mementos, we might be able to do something.
There's something we can do there?
Like I told you before, mementos is the palace of the general public.
Yep.
It's the source of all distortions, and is maintained by the people's collective unconsciousness. Wait, do you mean that there's a treasure even in mementos? And if we go after that... The collapse of mementos should affect the public as a whole. The state of society would change too.
Oh, just collapse Mementos entirely.
If everyone's hearts grow to hold Shido responsible for his actions, things might start going our way.
Okay, I like it. I like it. Yeah.
That's a bold plan, but an interesting one.
And I'm sure Mementos would have some kind of ultimate boss waiting for us at the end. Some kind of force of nature. Maybe even death itself. How could we possibly... Oh, wait.
Sounds good to me.
But if we're gonna do this, there's one thing you all need to realize. To begin with, why does something like the human cognition exist as another substantial world?
Okay. Yeah,
the
good question.
The reason for that is most likely sleeping within mementos.
All right.
We'll be destroying that, you know.
And that's the god. Cool. So there's a god deep within Mementos that's making all this shit happen.
I don't see where you're going with this.
Okay.
The human cognition will lose substance, so you can't sneak into people's palaces anymore.
And that's how we end the game. Nice. Nice. I like it. I like it. We destroy Mementos and then... Yeah, okay. All right.
So if other criminals appear, you won't be able to steal their treasure and change their hearts. It means... the Phantom Thieves will be going out of business.
I like it.
We'll have to discard this way of life.
I think we need to do this. I mean, we're the group who's reforming society, right?
Yep. If we left Mementos open but reformed criminals individually, would it work? Would we go around in circles like Kasumi said? Maybe.
What do you think? As our leader.
It definitely solves the Batman problem of, like, you must destroy yourself because there's always a dire situation, you know?
You'll lose your powers if Mementos is erased. Will you still do it?
Nice, yeah. Wait, you mean I'll have to say goodbye to Satan? And, like, all the Archangels? What happens to Morgana? Sure.
Yeah, that's right.
You guys have all grown, huh? All right. It seems there are no objections.
Did you come up with a plan?
Whether it succeeds or not is another story, though.
Miss Prosecutor, looks like this is gonna be our last job.
Last job?
Once we accomplish our duty, we entrust the world to respectful adults.
I don't know about that. We just won't be able to do what we've been doing.
That is our condition for accepting this job.
This is a deal, then. That's certainly a heavy condition. But very well, I accept. I swear to make Masayoshi Shido stand and be tried in the court of law.
Awesome.
Besides, my pride won't allow me to be continually saved by you all without doing anything in return.
Sure.
We'll be counting on you.
Looks like it's decided then.
You're the leader, and this is officially our last mission. Come on, say something.
I'm fuck you. We are the fuck-ups. Now do we just say that we fuck shit up? I don't know. Let's fuck this country. No.
Don't bring that up! It's on our minds anyways!
Actually, that's something you should be saying after we've accomplished our goal.
We don't have much time, right? We should carry this out tomorrow.
Oh shit.
I'm counting on you guys.
Okay. And that's also how we can keep ourselves from being arrested. We just disappear into mementos.
No matter what happens, you better see it through. Hey. Actually, never mind. You
Hey!
must be tired.
No, stop that, Mona. You've been doing that all game.
Honestly, you're amazing.
Aw.
There's definitely something special about you.
Hmm.
You dodge everything the enemies throw at you like it's your destiny.
Well, wouldn't say dodge, more just take it on the chin.
At first, I just thought you were going to be a useful tool for me. But now this is where I belong. Aren't you only going to be here for a year? Still, it makes me happy to hear that.
In a year, I won't be Kawakami's student anymore. I'll also not be a miter anymore.
It's not like me to say all that embarrassing
Or wait,
stuff.
no, this is my second year. I still will be.
But still, I think it's fine. For tonight, at least.
God damn it. Sense Morgana's trust in me. Am I getting rank 10 with Mona?
I am thou. Thou
Oh shit!
Thou hast turned a vow
All
into
right.
a blood oath. Thy bond shall become
Yeah.
the wings of rebellion and break the
This
yoke
is a
of thy
perfect time to end it.
heart. Thou hast awakened to the ultimate secret of the magician, granting thee infinite power.
All right, and we got the upgraded workout and everything. Transforms persona into a mythological trickster.
All right.
You can now fuse Futsunushi, the most powerful persona of the Magician Arcana. Oh shit. About fucking time, yeah. Alright, what sword are we gonna turn into? Just be something epic. Ooh. Ooh.
A new power burns within me.
Oh, you're freaking, the winged feet dude. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mercurius. Cool.
We should rest in preparation for tomorrow.
Eyelids are starting to get heavy. Can't keep them open any longer.
He's repelled such an ordeal, and this guy's still not being rewarded for it?
No, Kawakami rewards me regularly.
If gods really do exist, they're being too hard on him.
Oh, yeah, that is a beautiful line. All right, we getting full rank 10 as well? I think we're getting full rank 10. Oh shit! Oh shit!
That was a fruitless delight, inmate.
We gave you words of praise, but we take them all back.
Ouch.
The source of what was hindering your rehabilitation. To think it would be the ignorant masses to which you tried to prove your integrity.
Yeah, that is pretty rough.
Did they themselves not show elation for those who are unseen? Despite all that, they now say you do not exist. They toyed with you, yet none take responsibility. The distortion of man's world is endlessly deep. Fixing it may now be impossible, even with the appearance of a trickster.
Master?
What?
It seems this is the limit of humanity.
Wait, what?
The time of ruin is nigh.
Oh shit.
One due to the distortion of man's
Oh
own
shit.
heart, from which none can escape.
That wasn't rank 10? Do we only get rank 10 when, like, the game ends?
Okay.
It's the last big heist for the Phantom Thieves. You and everyone else, you've all grown so much. No, this is no time to get sentimental. We're going to end this with a bang.
Okay, let's go.
All right, let's go. Yeah, dude, just... Is he gonna be gone if I go into the Velvet Room?
It's finally time. You think it'll go well? Right. It's something only we can do. See you at the usual place after school. I'll tell everyone to come.
We still don't skip school. Imagine if we go to school and then... Alright, we gotta see the results of the grades. But imagine if we go to school and then we get arrested on the way home from school. And it's just like, oh shit. And they're like, yeah, you all went to the same place. It was really easy to grab you. What'd you do? Damn, I'm dead. Wish I could get in the top 10. I did not get in the top 10. People look at smart students differently. What score I got? I'm in the top 10! I only got one question right! Oh yeah, it's also Christmas Eve! Holy shit! Wait! Rank 5 carries you, clearly.
Hey, check out the nav.
Displaying an unfamiliar message.
The door to the depths of mementos has been
Oh
opened.
shit. Oh shit.
Wait, does that mean...
Alright. What are you gonna do after
Really
school?
gonna do
Kill
this,
God,
right?
probably. Yeah. Okay,
Of
okay.
course. Why are you asking now?
Well, I just thought, what am I gonna do if you guys freak out and bail on me? We're going to erase mementos, aren't we? Come on, let's go, you guys.
Okay.
Mona sure seems hyped up.
Yeah, we're saving Christmas. Yeah.
Say,
Do we want to fuse Futsunushi in preparation for next week? Maybe?
isn't Mona-chan behaving a little odd?
You know, you're right.
Yeah. I shouldn't have brought that up. Shall we get going?